video is a really exciting and lovely one to make because I'm going to tell you all about why I love Malaysia and in particular KL so much. As you might have seen in my channel, I was here about 3 or 4 months ago and I'm back again now. I love it so much. It's my favorite city in the entire world, so I'm going to tell you why I'm already planning my next trip here, and why I'd recommend anyone to come here and check it out. It is such a wonderful place to be. So here we go. Number one absolutely has to be the best part of being here, which is the people. Malaysian people are so lovely, so incredibly welcoming, so helpful, friendly, warm and kind. I feel like everywhere you go here, people are welcoming you to Malaysia. They're so helpful. I feel like if I get, lost or I'm walking around, people will come up offering to help me, to give me directions. Everywhere you go to, people are just, kind. And I've been to, I think, over 20 countries on my travels, and nowhere's like Malaysia because no people are like Malaysian people. It just makes it feel like home. As soon as you get here, it feels like you're welcome here in a way that I've never felt anywhere else. So yeah, number one, feels like home because the people make it feel like home. I guess kind of related to the people side of things is just how safe it is here and how safe you feel. I've never had a single instant of being here where I felt anything other than safe. It's awesome any time of the day or night, in any part of the city in KL that I've been to. I've never had to think about my safety, whether that's my physical safety, my things. You can leave things on a table, go and order, not even have to kind of think about it. It's really great. No one's really trying to rip you off. People are honest and kind, and you don't need to think is this a dodgy alleyway or is this a part of the city that I shouldn't be in? Especially as a girl, spending a lot of time sort of walking around and exploring alone. It's so lovely to be in a place where you don't even need to give a second thought about your safety. So that's beautiful. I definitely don't take that for granted, and it's something that I love about being here as well. As it just I feel like I can go anywhere and do anything and not have to worry about anything to do with safety, which is really lovely. If you've seen any of my other videos, this one won't surprise you. The massive reason why I came back and why I already can't wait to come back is the food. Oh my God, Malaysian food is the best food in the world, I'm sure of it. Both the variety of the types of food you can get here from a multicultural perspective, and any cuisine that you want, you'll probably have the best version you've ever had in your life in KL. I'm vegetarian as well, and the amount of vegetarian options here are amazing, unbeatable anywhere else I've been. So good. Any street you walk down, you might just sit down and have the best roti of your life. And there's hawker centers and food courts and restaurants, and I feel like the Malaysian culture is so centered around food, which I love. So as soon as I left last time, I was already dreaming about coming back for Malaysian food, and I've eaten very well being here. So I'm sure once I get back to Australia, I'll be having dreams about Malaysian food again. So I will definitely be back to eat my way around the city again. But yeah, the food has to be up there, and one of the top reasons why I'm here, why I'll come back, and why everyone needs to come to Malaysia to experience the food. Something else I love about Malaysia is the weather. It is just beautiful. Any time of year, it's a beautiful, consistent, warm temperature. It's 30 degrees every day, which I love. Being an Aussie girl, I love the sunshine, so I love coming somewhere that's warm that I can soak in the sun and the heat. So that's amazing. And while a lot of the malls are air conditioned, which can be very welcome on a really hot day, it can get a little humid. I love it. Getting to go out wearing whatever you like, and the evenings not having to worry about layers and jackets and drops in temperature. It's just nice, like leaving an air-conditioned room or house or shops and going into that warm, like feeling the warm air. I love that feeling. So yeah, absolutely the warmth and the weather, even with some occasional afternoon showers, which I actually find quite refreshing because it's not cold, it's just a little bit rainy sometimes, and an afternoon storm can be kind of nice. I love the weather here. It makes me very happy. It's very good for my soul. I absolutely love the hustle and bustle and energy of KL. I feel like anytime you come out, there's something going on, there's people around, there's random like displays happening, there's Christmas decorations around, there's things to see, things to do, people doing stuff. I love that energy, and I really feed off that energy of the city. And it's awesome being in such a big, vibrant, incredible place like KL. And yeah, I feel like there's no kind of city in the world like it. It's incredible. So I feel like Malaysian people are relaxed and laid back and have a real like no worries attitude. I think it's amazing the contrast of being in this big, bustling, energetic, vibrant city, but then everybody being or feeling so like warm and laid back. I've been an Aussie. I like to think that we're, you know, pretty laid back too. We're sort of the land of no worries. But honestly, I think that Malaysians are even more so to that extent. Like sort of more so no worries. Like you go to a store and you want no ice in your drink. Malay, no worries, okay. You want vegetarian, Malay, no worries. You want something changed or something different, or literally like nothing seems to be a problem, and people don't seem to get hung up on little things. So yeah, you're sort of surrounded by so much energy and so much is going on, but the people seem to be relaxed and not as, I don't know, intense or uptight, I guess, as sometimes you meet people in big cities in particular. So yeah, it's really great, I guess, on both fronts there. You've got the energy, and then you've also got that sort of chill side of things. Another thing that I love about Malaysia is the Malay language. It's just beautiful to see written and to hear spoken. I love the language. I mean, I've read that it's one of the easiest languages in the world to learn from English. It's quite phonetic when you see things spelled out. I honestly think that a lot of the words that are spelled in Malay are probably the way they should be spelled in English, like quite phonetic. I love, like, I don't know, T is like T-E-H, like ice is A-I-S, and like police is like P-O-L-I-S. You see it and you're like, yeah, it makes sense. That is the way that word is pronounced. And then the rest of the Malay words are beautiful and just interesting. It's a fascinating language to learn, so I'm doing my best. And it's beautiful that when you try to kind of speak it, the reaction you get from people is so lovely. I guess a lot of locals may not expect you, being a foreigner, to be able to speak. So even if you just make a little bit of effort to know or to learn a few words, the smiles that you get and the acknowledgement you get from locals is so lovely and really encouraging, I guess, to continue to learn it. So I'm really keen to learn more Malay, and I would love to be fluent one day. So I think I'll be trying to make some Malaysian friends when I get back to Sydney so I can continue to practice. So when I come back next time, I'll hopefully be even better again at the language. I guess one of the reasons why so many foreigners take to Malaysia, or like find it so easy to fit in straight away, something I really love about it is, like, I guess how familiar but how different it is. So as a Westerner coming here, there's a lot of creature comforts. You know, there's English, as I've sort of mentioned, pretty widespread, so you can get around relatively easily speaking English. And there's also a lot of familiar brands and stores and things like that. So you can get pretty much anything that you would want to get from home, wherever you're from. But at the same time, it is so different, such an interesting, unique place. So you can also go to these like small restaurants that are so different to anything you'd find at home. The language is different, the people are different. You can wake up, go to a fast food shop and some store that is very similar to what you'd find at home, and then you can also go to like a wet market or go and see something that is just so wildly different. And yeah, I love that about Malaysia as well, and I could really spend forever here, and it just makes it so easy because there's nothing that you ever miss. I've never missed anything being here. I feel like everything I could possibly ever want is available here, and so much more. I also love the public transport and just general kind of infrastructure here. I am currently about to go up to the monorail. I love the monorail, how it runs around the entire city of KL. Super easy to navigate, very reasonably priced, pretty punctual. And there's also the free bus around the city as well. I love a city that offers free public transport. That's for tourists and for locals as well. So between the monorail and the bus, I've been able to get everywhere that I've wanted to go within the city, and even like around the outskirts. And there is, sorry, it's busy. And there is so much to see here as well. So it's really good that you can conveniently get around. So I love that about KL. Something I will miss about this place is just how reasonably priced everything is. Accommodation is super cheap, but what really stands out is the meals. Like, you will eat the best food you've had in your entire life and get the bill, and it's like 2 to 3 Australian dollars. It's exceptional. Shopping's a bit cheaper as well, but yeah, food is so cheap. Drinks are so cheap. So you can come here, have the time of your life, eat like absolute royalty as a foreigner, and literally save money doing it. So it's just a little like, yeah, a little bonus of coming here, as if there wasn't enough reasons already. I absolutely need to mention the shopping and the malls. Staying in KL in Bukit Bintang has been amazing because there's like 5 of the best shopping malls I've ever seen in my life, all within walking distance. I'm currently in Times Square, which also has a massive roller coaster, which is so cool because why wouldn't you want a massive roller coaster in your shopping mall? I love it. There's always something to do and see, and you come to a place like this, it's incredible. And it's also nice if you do want to escape the heat, that there's so many options of places that you can come that are air conditioned, places to look at, things to buy, everything's cheap. Go on a roller coaster. What more could you possibly ask for? I mean, there's so many reasons to love KL and Malaysia already. These are all just icing on the cake, but I have to mention it, and it's Milo. I love Milo. Being Australian, you can buy it, but it's often consumed as more of like a kid's like drink or snack. I love that it's so socially acceptable just to have Milo here. Go to like a roti place, get an iced Milo. They are so good every single time, and I swear to God, when I tried to make them back in Australia, can't replicate the same thing. You go to convenience stores and there's like 10 different types of Milo that you can buy. There will be like $1, if that, Australian, at least like 3 ringgit. It's incredible. I love their appreciation for Milo, and I absolutely share it. I love the amount of convenience stores here, like both the variety, but the absolute density of them. Honestly, every single block that you walk down in the middle of KL, you'll walk past multiple convenience stores, whether they be 7-Elevens or KKs or Family Marts. It's awesome. I am a girl who loves a snack, loves a drink, especially with the heat. Like, it's nice that you can walk around and go in, and the variety in them is awesome as well. Like, there's so much to buy and to try as a foreigner in the convenience stores. So just another thing to love. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video, and more broadly for joining me on my trip and watching all of my other videos. Really appreciate it, and you guys are just another reason why Malaysia and KL feel like home. You're all so welcoming and so kind, and I really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, if you could like it below, that would be incredible. If you could subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, that would be wonderful, and you'll get notified on my future content as well. So thank you guys so much. Terima kasih, and I will see you guys next time.